Hello Everypony, my name is Cappy, and today I'm going to share my thoughts on MLP Tell Your Tale that released on the MLP official YouTube channel last Thursday. Now this series we've known about for quite a while. They're going to be 5-minute short episodes with about 70 episodes being released this year for a total of 300 minutes or 5 hours of watch time for one viewer, which isn't bad considering that all 4 episodes currently available to watch have an average view count of 289,011. If they follow a schedule of 2 episodes every Thursday, and if my math is correct, then it should take us to November 24th, precisely on Thanksgiving. But you're here for a review and my thoughts on it so far, so without further ado, let's get right into it. At first, I was, like most, surprised of there being 4 episodes released at once, but then I thought it was a premiere of a series, so it makes sense. Before watching it, I first noticed the thumbnail, with the new G5 animation style they're using for the series. I knew what I was getting into, I just felt a little uneasy about it, but I went on and watched it. I accidentally watched it out of order and started on the 4th episode first, titled Nightmare Roommate. It's about how Izzy has been becoming more of a pain to live with. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that the main 5 live with each other now, except for Hitch for some reason. But she has only been trying to fit in with the others. Now at first, I saw the animation style with the characters moving. Now I know we did see the movement with the new animation style in the trailer, but this is for real. For me, I'll need to get used to it, and I may with time. Some issues are with the legs. They look a little disproportional and very stiff. The same problem is with the heads of the male ponies. Just look at Hitch's chin. That's one thick chin. The movement of the ponies are a little wonky, but I think it'll do fine for a show. Other than those small issues, everything else looks good. I could even say better than expected, and I really liked the backgrounds. The simple colors really made the backgrounds stand out as a feature in the show. Next, let's talk about the voice actors. The VAs are as follows: Sunny Star Scout, voiced by Jenna Warren; Izzy Moonbow, voiced by Anna Sani; Hitch Trailblazer, voiced by JJ Gerber; Zipstorm, voiced by this name I don't know how to pronounce; and Pip Petals, voiced by AJ Biddle. I probably botched all of those names, so I'm sorry if I did. For Sunny, I think her voice is close to the original voice actor for the movie. The only notable difference is a little bit in her talking voice. Zip's VA was decent as well. The only difference is when she is screaming, but we don't really see Zip scream at all in the movie, so we don't really know how she screams. Hitch's VA was good too. There isn't really much difference, and is very accurate to the original. Izzy's I thought was a little different. It was a little more expressive than the original, but not too bad. Pip's voice actor I think is a little farther away from all of them from how she sounded in the movie. I think the best one is JJ Gerber in his Hitch voice. Something about it feels like not much of Hitch's voice changed, but all the voice actors are doing an amazing job, and eventually I'll get used to the new voices. So to put it simply, the MLP staff did an amazing job at picking new voices we will hopefully come to know and love for the next 8 years or so. Now there are currently only 2 songs currently out, the Tell Your Tale theme song and the Work 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 song, as the credits suggest. To be honest, I couldn't really remember the song as well as the songs in Friendship is Magic. Once I finished watching the episode, I kind of forgot about it. It's probably because we only get a very short amount of time to hear the song, and then it just plays in the background for the rest of the episode. I hope maybe when it comes out as a full song on a music streaming service that I can listen to it more. After watching the 4th episode, I went back to watch the first 3 episodes and see how the story correlates with each other. Which brings us to our next segment, the story. I'm going to say I was super impressed with how they managed to fit an entire story within a 5-minute period. I originally thought it would be there for just being there, and maybe a few funny jokes and gags. I thought it would be like that show, whose name should not be spoken of, but I really enjoyed this new series. My favorite episode will have to be Zip's Flight School, or as is told in the credits, Zip Gets Her Wings, whichever one you want to go with. I like it most because we get to see the flashback of Zip, which I thought was cute. The flashback also builds upon Zip as a character and the story itself. Overall, I would rate this a solid 7 out of 10. All the backgrounds, voice actors, music, and story have a surprisingly good foundation, and I'm very excited to watch the rest of the 66 episodes that are going to come throughout this year. I just only wished we got a little more action on the music, and the animation and design are a little wonky, but hopefully I'll get used to it. But what do you think? Do you think the show is good, or do you think it's bad? Do you think the show will improve, and if it does, will you watch more of it? What parts do you like or dislike, and are you excited to see more? Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. For those of you who are new to ponies, then why don't you go watch it for yourself? I promise you won't regret it. But if you do, then I'm sorry for wasting your time. Anyway, that's it for me. This is Cappy signing out until next time. Bohoof.
like and subscribe.